Hi everyone, welcome back to TechnoCoders. In this session, we'll be learning about file permission in Unix. In my previous video, you have seen that how to create groups, how to create users and work around that. In this session, we'll be learning more about the file permission, how you can set the permission of the ownership, how you can set the permission of the group or others. Let's begin. So currently I am in root's home directory, and if I use ls-lit command, I can see I have so many users here, and you can see that my user is currently technocoders. Okay, so this by default I have not assigned to any group, and there are some other users with different group also. You can see here, just remember those. Now I am going to my home folder, so cd technocoders, and I'm running ls-lit command here, sir. So as soon as I run ls-lrt command, you can see that it's listing all the files and directory in the console, right? So let me zoom a little bit. So you can see here in column 1, I can see I have dash and then some permission on the file. Okay, that is what we're going to discuss in this current session. So the first character, right, if it is dash means it's a file, if it is d it's a directory, like that. So this is already covered in my previous session, so I'm not going in detail. Okay, so after that, next three rwx, so these are the permission for the owner. So example, this technocoder.ksh, it is a shell script. Owner of this particular shell script is technocoders. So for technocoders can read, write and execute. Okay, now the second three is for the group. So now my technocoder is belonging to same group. Okay, so but I will show you one example here. You can see test file 1, test user 4, and this test user 4 is belonging to group test group 1, that way. Okay, you can assign your user to different groups. Okay. So next three R is for read, dash means no permission for write, and then execute. So read and execute permission is there for this shell script for the group. So it means whoever will belong to that particular group can read and execute this file. And next three R dash X means read and no write permission and execute for others. Other means either who are not the owner or not part of any group. So all other user will be considered as others. So this is how the permission works in Unix. Now let's see how we can set the permission in the file. Let's try to create a new file for our testing. I'm giving a file name as vi test file 2.dat. Okay, I'm creating one test file, and currently I'm in command mode. So from command mode I will go to insert mode. I'm in insert mode now. Try to type something. This is a test file to check for file permissions. Okay, escape to go to the command mode, colon again, and save wq quit, enter. Let's see if my file created or not. Yeah, my file got created, test file2.dat. Now again, when you see the ownership of this file is with technocoders, because I logged in as a technocoder, that's why this file ownership is technocoders, and my technocoder user is not belonging to any group, that's why it's coming as default technocoders only. And the default, if you see that rw dash r dash dash r dash dash, it means the owner, which is me, like who logged in, having read and write permission. I don't have permission to execute for now. And the group where my user belong to, which I'm not assigned to any group now, and those users or those groups can only read the file, and all other user can only read the file, that way. Now how to change the permission? Suppose once you understand this, the column number 1 is for permission. Now how we can change the permission? So there are two ways to change the permission in Unix. One is during the symbolic mode. Okay, what is the symbolic mode means? Like, let's say that A means all users. Okay, all means owner, groups, others. A is for all, just remember this. Okay, u I'm assigning for owner who owns the file, example in this case technocoder, okay, and G group it belongs to, and O is for others. Just remember those, okay. So A for all, U for owner, G for group, O for others, okay. So I'm just pressing Ctrl C to go to the next line. Okay, now once you understand this, what these particular letters, what this particular character signifies, now let's try to understand the operator we will be using. So once you understand these characters, now let's try to see the operator we are using. So plus to add a permission, minus to remove a permission, okay, and equal to set a permission. Let's see how it works. Again, I'm pressing Ctrl C, go to the next line. Now let's say that you have a requirement to change the permission of this file, and for other user you should give read, write and execute. So currently read is already there by default. It means we are missing write and execute. Okay. So to that, first understand R is for read, W is for write and X for execute. Okay, if you remember these words, right, it will be very easy for you to now set the file. Now again, requirement is for others give all the permission. So read is already there by default, so it means I need to set write here and execute here in the these positions. Okay, so how I can do that using the symbolic mode? So first of all, I will use chmod command. So chmod is change mode. Okay, and then what I'm saying for others, so again for others I need to use O, others. Okay, and then I need to add a permission, so plus command. Okay, what I need to add? Write and execute. So O plus write and execute, and then file name, give others write and execute permission. See what happens if I enter. Before, you can see that R dash dash is there, right? So I'm giving test file 2.dat. So chmod other add write and execute on this file. See here. So see here, write and execute got added. So before, see this, no write and execute was there in the same file. Now I've added write and execute. Okay, this is for others. Now let's say that you have a requirement in one shot you should give for group also write and execute. Okay, so same command again, chmod group give write and execute. Okay, for others I have already given write and execute. Okay, but suppose in one shot you want to remove that execute permission. Now by mistake I have given the execute permission to the others, but I want to use the same command. So you can do that, just use comma operator and say other, and now to remove the file means minus. Okay, and which permission I want to remove from others? Execute permission, and then file name. So this is way you can give multiple commands also in the same single line. Okay, so give group, which is this line number. So second position is for group. Give group write and execute, and remove execute from others. From here X will be removed and W and X will be added here. Okay, so let's see what happens if I enter. See here, write and execute got added, and execute was removed from the others. Okay, so this way you can set the permission, and we call this method as symbolic mode. So we have one more way where we'll be using absolute number for the permission, but first try to learn this because this is very easy, you know, and for reading purpose also, when you write the command now, always it will be very easy to read and write on that permission. So now let's understand A operator. So again, A means all user, okay, which is owner, group and others. Okay, so there is a is used for to set the permission for all. So again, chmod, for example, chmod fine A all, give everyone, all the users to have read, write, and execute. Okay, see here you don't need to give comma operator because I am not giving the permission individually. So in single shot, using the all the users, I am just giving add everyone rwx, read, write, and execute. Okay, test file to .dat. Let's see what happens here. Here everyone got read, write, and execute. Now let's try to see the file content. So cat command is like a view command only. You can see the content of the file. I'm using this command so that you will, while explaining, right, you will always have an idea about these operators. See here, when I'm doing cat, you can say this is a test file to check for the file permission. You remember I created file content inside that. Okay. Now let's say that I want to remove everything, right, for group and others, because I am the owner. I don't want to give any permission to the group and other users. So I will again use symbolic mode as chmod. Okay. So I want to remove group. So I want to remove permission from group minus read, write, and execute. Okay, so from others I want to remove read, write, and execute. I'm not using a command because owner I don't want to remove anything. A typically used by root command, so if they want to give some all the users, they want to give all the permission online. But here my requirement is just remove the permission from group and others. So test file to .dat. Let's see, ls-lit here. So this is the way you can remove this permission from groups and others. It means any other user which is not logged in as a technocoders will not able to access this file. Okay, so I hope this symbolic file permission is clear to you. And let's say that see, once you have permission read and write, execute, right, you can see the content of the file. Suppose I want to remove read permission from my file. I want to make this file hidden for everyone, right? Even the person trying to use the same ID. So I can say chmod. So you means the owner of this file, remove read permission. Okay, test file to .dat. Now let's try to open the file. Cat ls-lit test file to .dat. Okay, see here, owner have only write and execute in this file. They can't actually read the content of this file, which is typically we don't do it. Either we remove write permission also or execute permission, but I'm just for demo I'm trying to show you it is possible. So test file to .dat. See, permission denied. Even I am not able to see the content of this file because I removed my read permission. Okay, I hope this symbolic mode is clear to you. Now let's move into the absolute permission, how we can use that to grant any permission using the absolute numbers there. Okay, so before we go into numeric way to change the file permission, I'm just briefing one more time. So these are the characters: A for all, U for owner of the file, G for group, O for others, plus to add a permission, minus to remove a permission, equal to set. Equal means like you will be wondering, right? Plus and equal look similar. Yes, these are similar, but equal operator is actually to override a permission, which is to plus to add a permission, equal to override a permission. So high level the meaning are same, but the way it interprets it differently. So equal can set a permission, or we can say equal can override a particular permission. Okay, so if you ask me, the way we can describe this is plus to add a permission to the file or directly, equal is to set the permission and override the permission set earlier. Okay, so that way, so equal will always override the permission set earlier. Okay, so now let's move to the symbolic file permissions. So again, before we are going into that, just understand some numeric representation. Okay, so 4 I will say read, 2 I will say write, and 1 I will say execute, and 0 no permission. Okay, so 4 will give read, 2 will give write, 1 will give execute, 0 is for no permission. What that mean actually? Okay. First try to understand those. So suppose I want to give a particular user or group read and execute permission. So how I was doing before, it was very simple for me, because for read I will saying R and execute I will saying X, and using plus operator I was saying U plus write and execute, right? Read and execute. So R and X, like simple way I was saying as chmod owner plus read and execute. Right now, if I want to do the same command using this numerical representation, what I need to do is I just need to sum those numbers. So 4 is for read and 1 for execute, so which will become 5. So it means I need to give 5 permission. Okay, and again, if I want to give all the permission, read, write and execute, R, W and X, then I will be doing 4 plus 2 plus 1, which is 7. So read, write, execute. So instead of, I will directly write 7. And if I want to remove all the permission, so I will just giving as 0. Okay. Now once you are clear with this 4, 2, 1 numeric fields in the permission, let's try to check with some examples. Now I am going back to my previous file again, test file2.dat. So currently if you see here, I don't have any read permission to my owner, and for others and groups I don't have any permission at all available in this particular file. So now let's try to give read permission first to owner. So I will say chmod again. So 3 numeric field for each field it represent. So what that mean is, if I giving the one numeric field here, this represent permission of whole owner of the file. No need to give for read it is numeric 7, for write something, no. 7 is the collective, it's the sum of the permission together. So it means when I am driving 7, I am adding 4 plus 2 plus 1, which is equal to 7. So it means that particular user owner can read, write and execute. Now once you are clear with this numeric representation, just remember that, so I will be giving 3 numeric fields, one represent each. So example, chmod, when I say first numeric field, right, chmod numeric field 1, it will be for the first position for owner. So numeric field 2 will be for group, numeric field 3 will be for others, and then file name. So this is the format you can say. So chmod numeric field 1, numeric field 2, numeric field and file name. Now let's see this example, test file2.dat. Currently the owner have write and execute permission, that owner is not having any read permission. So I will say chmod, I only want to give read permission. So for read I will say 2, sorry, for read I will say 4. Okay, so I am adding 4, okay, to that particular user, right? But problem is, if I give 4, right, it will override write and execute permission, those will be removed, right? So what that mean is, we need to give delta. So it means I need to give read, it means I need to give read, write and execute all together. So I will say 7. I will show you with example 7. For others I don't want to set any permission. For groups 0, don't do anything, and for others 0, 700. Okay, now give file name. Let's see what happens. See here, read, write and execute. Now let's think that instead of 7, if I by mistake I have given 4 command that particular point of time, because I was telling you 4 is for read, right? By mistake, what requirement was only to read permission, and we know that read is actually numeric 4. But by mistake, if I have given 4, what will happen? Actually it will remove write and execute permission, it will override, so it will only will show you the read permission. That's why I'm saying, when you are calculating the permission, you need to sum these number and drive the final value. So example, if I give 4, right, for other 00, test file dot dat, Let's see what happens here. See, all the other write and execute permission got removed, right? So we need to be very careful. So now let's say that you have a requirement to give a group permission to read, write and execute, and others only read permission. So what I'm saying, group give all and other only read permission. This is your requirement. Okay, let's say I'm pressing Ctrl C to come into the next line. So this is your requirement, give all the permission to group and only read permission to others. And now my requirement is to give all the permission to the group, so 7 again, and others only read. So if I want to give only read, so 4. So 774, right? Test file 2.dat. For group, I have given rwx 7, so read, write and execute. And for others, I have only given read permission. So currently, you don't have write and execute permission. Let's say that now you have a requirement to give execute permission to others. Okay, so again, chmod 7, not changing any permission because already this file have all the permission. For group also, I am not changing. But for others, requirement is to add execute permission. Read is already present, so 4 is already there. They are asking us to write add execute. So for execute 1, so 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. So test file 2.dat. See here, only write permission is not there. Okay, now let's say that I want to remove all the permission, no permission to any of the either owner groups and to others. So again, chmod 000 file name. Okay, so nobody can read, write and execute, either it's a owner, even myself actually, if I will try to log in, right, I was not able to read this file, so I will be needing a root's help actually to see this file permission or sudo user to get this permission denied. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. So we need to be very careful when we are using numeric values to calculate the permission, and the symbolic is little bit easier once you understand that, right? The previous we have seen the symbolic, how easy it is, add, remove or override equal command, right? But here you need to pre-calculate, so you need to be very careful when you are giving the permission to the file. So the group permission, right, you will be wondering why we are giving the group permission separately, right? Because group is a collection of users, so many users can be put into one single group, and now you can control. So once you are given this file is owned by that particular group and group have read only permission, so other user, even though those users are others, right, but if those other users are part of that particular group, so those will become member of that particular group and you can control the file. I hope you got a good information on file permission in this session, and please subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Thanks again for watching this video. Bye.